Tuning in, the name is Law Nation. Come on. Your midday sports report and analysis. Coming to you live from Law Nation Studios, based out of Dallas. Appreciate you guys so much. Appreciate you. Let's go. As the room fill up, be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let a friend or neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. How to win, plus more news. Come on. Let's get it. Yup. Ain't no party like a Cowboy party. What about a Law Nation groove? Come on. Come on. Shout out to you. Check in. Notification squad. Lord Nova, appreciate you. Keith Henderson, appreciate you. Come on. Yep. Mickey, what's good with you? Come on. Let's get it, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening. As the room fill up, we're going to talk about this. It's crunch time, baby. C. Burleson, TC915, VIP, baby. Let's go. Tupac is back. Let's get it. Shout out to you, Derek Jones. Let's go. Got all my dogs up in here. Come on.
Like this mother don't miss.
No, he's good.
That mother don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
Yo. Come on. Hey. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's good with you all? Shout out to everybody, man. Rants, appreciate you. Thank you for jumping in. So, with that being said, thank everybody that's on the Facebook groove. Give me a thumbs up and share it to all of the communities over there, you know. And my YouTube people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in and being part of this episode. Money Mission, appreciate you. Thank you so much for jumping in. Really appreciate each and every last one of you guys. Thank those who watched the morning video of Tyron Smith back at practice or what have you, or working the courts. And we got Damone Clark coming back. We got Tupac and Biggie coming back. I'm just playing with you. We got James Washington. He's back on the scene. And the Dallas Cowboys, we are getting healthier as the season processes its way out, right? And my thing is, Cowboy Nation, I was telling people a long time about this. You do not want to peak in September, right? You do not want to peak in October. You don't. You definitely don't want to do those type of things. Nevertheless, the Dallas Cowboys are who we think they are right now. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to you, TC915 again, man. Appreciate you, my guy, Chalk Talk. Let's go. No dinosaur signings. Yeah, it's been one of those things. But what I like to do is, and they've been a staple piece, shout out to 105.3 The Fan. It seems as if, though, I work with them or for them. But Jonathan, appreciate you. He says, awesome video. Appreciate you. Let's listen into those boys.
Reporter/analyst DeMarco Farr here on the Diamond Factory Hotline. Good morning, man. Thanks for waking up with us.
Good morning. What was that insurance company you just advertised? Maybe Matthew Stafford could use it.
Oh
no. Does he need one?
Who would have thought that the Dallas Cowboys offensive line would be in a better shape than Tampa Bay, who we've played, Washington, who we played, Cincinnati, and now maybe even you guys? How bad is it up front?
It's funny. I mean, teams around the league, you don't really laugh, but you kind of laugh at other teams' misfortune, and then here you are as the Rams, just starting third stringers as a center, as both guards are basically third stringers, and your left tackle is new. He's new to the job. So, yeah, it's pretty daunting right now. It got really crazy in San Francisco. Watching Matthew Stafford take that beating up there on Monday night, I was thinking, man, thank God this is on grass. Grass leaves stains. If it's on AstroTurf, it leaves parts of you on the field. So just punishing. But, yeah, I mean, you've got to find a way to, coach around this. I'm not sure if you can if you're Sean McVay, but you have to find a way because no one's going to feel sorry for you.
Okay.
Man, this league is about getting at the quarterback. And they say if you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a team, right? And if you don't have pass rushers to get the quarterback, you're going to lose the game. So you need two. You need pass rushers to get to the quarterback, and you need you a quarterback. And Matthew Stafford, he may be a good quarterback for them, but if he can't get protected, if they can't protect him and they got all of these missing pieces around, we're not supposed to feel sorry for him. Like my guy, VIP, that's in the chat, it's pleasure and pain. We stuck in this game. Holler my name. We all gonna die. We bleed through similar veins, right? So that's what we're about to do. We're about to get at this quarterback. They the ones with the Super Bowl last year. They are the ones that got all of the accolades, the crazy thing that Colin Cowherd said that they are the new America's team. Y'all remember that? So, we better come at them full force. Yeah, we better.
Okay, so the O-line should be getting more blame than Stafford, who is always a polarizing guy, played his high school football around here, but there's a lot of people who think that he got overrated after the Super Bowl win, but you're blaming the offensive line more.
Well, it's Nick Bosa just absolutely, just ripped them a new one. I mean, I think I think they had 11 pressures and 7 sacks. I mean, that's how can you blame Matthew Stafford? He's not blocking, but the blame goes all around, coaching staff included. But, Matthew Stafford gets a little gunslinger. He gets a little happy, but, he's super aggressive trying to put the ball in the box. So I would never begrudge a quarterback throwing picks like that. I worry about the guys who are just throwing picks, just trying to chuck and duck. This guy's at least trying to score touchdowns.
DeMarco Farr joining us here on Sean and RJ 105.3 The Fan. Is Jalen Ramsey's career on the downturn?
Uh-oh. Wow. You know what?
Hey, before they go into that soliloquy of talking about my guy Jalen Ramsey, he Jalen Ramsey. I was telling people that there's always a trade-off for DBs. What make a DB good or look prettier out there on the field is pressures. Now, I haven't heard the entire interview yet, but if I'm a betting man, I can tell you that if the Rams are not generating enough pressures and you got that DB who think that he's all good by himself and he still got to follow the receivers everywhere, you'll see some opportunities for the receiver to eat. You got to generate pressure. And one thing that I see out of the Rams, they missing Von Miller, right? Floyd, they missing those things. Leonard Floyd used to be able to get around there, bend the corner, and get to the quarterback. Only person that's really generating anything is Aaron Donald. And so far, for right now, our guy, D-Law, got the same amount of pressures as Aaron Donald and more sacks, And that's just the craziest thing ever. But neither here nor there. Let's listen to what they have to say about this. I promise you they're going to mention about, hey, man, we need pressure. We need things to help the DB out. Let's listen.
I think he was a little banged up. And it's hard. It's hard to get a read on Jalen because, he's so private until he gets on the field, and then he lets, himself go. But I think he was battling an injury. to begin the year. And in the Super Bowl, I mean, Mike Evans will take anybody deep. That was in the playoffs. In the Super Bowl, I don't think he got any help from the officials. And then to start the year, didn't have a lot of preseason, and he was coming off a shoulder surgery. So it took him a little bit to I guess, work himself into.
Nah, let that be Trayvon Diggs. Everybody, mama, uncle, cousin will be talking about him. Let's listen to what they got to say.
Game shape against Arizona looked great. He was his normal, violent, physical self. Plus, he was a top flight cover guy. So a little bit weird. Not a lot of pressure outside of Aaron Donald. So I don't care who you are. You could be Deion Sanders. If a quarterback has all day to throw, eventually they're going to find some dead spots. But if the Rams can find a way to generate pressure, then I think we can get back to seeing the Jalen Ramsey that we're used to seeing, because that guy still exists.
Is Donald having a slow start to his year?
No, I think Aaron Donald's doing all he can. Maybe he's getting a little long in the tooth. Everybody does at some point, but he's still a one-on-one matchup nightmare. But the problem is, outside of him, who's getting to the quarterback? The next guy on the list, when you
Wait. I thought he was the greatest of all time. He don't need nobody else, huh? I tell people all the time, man, as great, I can't even mention good with Aaron Donald, as great as he is. Like my guy Choctaw said in the chat, I mean, he gonna need somebody else with him, right? He need another dog, a nasty one, so that he can get upfield and make that type of moves. He need dogs around him. He can't be the only dog in the park. Reggie White could, John Randall and all of those boys could, but not good great Aaron Donald. He need help. Shout out to you, Monet. Appreciate you. Coach Marv, there's media protection. He says, I got you right here, Coach Marv. Appreciate you for the donation. Let me read it right quick. Yeah. Their media protects their stars regardless. Yeah. On the other side, yeah. not over here. But let's listen to what they have to say.
You talk about sacks and pressures, it's Bobby Wagner. That's an inside linebacker, not an outside linebacker. So there's just no heat coming from anywhere else outside of Aaron. And teams do a pretty good job of running 2 or 3 guys at Aaron to slow him down. So, again, same with Sean McVay on the offensive side. Raheem Morris has got to find a way to coach around this and manufacture some pressure.
Got to find a way to manufacture pressure. Yeah, Brandon Mitchell on YouTube, he says it's a team sport, Law, and that's what I've been preaching, right? This is not basketball. You can wave them around. ISO, you can be one-on-one, right? Spread it out, and then you can showcase your talent. And then when they foul you, you got to hit your free throws. Football, hell, you can have a wonderful drive, get all the way down to the 20 or to the 30. You can't kick the field goal. You got to let someone else kick that field goal. And he could be off, right? You can do everything and anything in that game to win the game, and the doggone field goal kicker can't hit it. And then they would blame the quarterback, right, for losing said game, right? We've seen it all last year. Cowboys 12-5. 3 out of the games, the kicker said, hey, man, I missed the kick, man. It was my fault. But no, people dismiss that and say, hey, it was the quarterback fault. Hey, it was the running back fault. Hey, it was Trayvon Diggs for giving up that. That's how football is. Basketball, you literally, hey, you hit the free throw line and you ain't hitting them free throws, dog. It's all on you at that point. But it's a story. That's a story of a whole nother day. Let's listen.
If not, Jimmy Garoppolo and everyone else, Cooper Rush, will find dead spots in the zone or versus man coverage and make you pay for it.
DeMarco, Aaron Donald doing all this at his size still doesn't make any sense to me. Was there a guy when you played where it just didn't make any sense? They played so much bigger than they looked, or that they were listed and you were just wowed by it, or is it Donald by a mile?
He still amazes me, man. I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. The guy someday that will make me forget about Aaron Donald is going to be something special, because I never thought there'd be a guy on this planet that would make me kind of forget about Reggie White and what he could do strength-wise.
Well, we have him. You're gonna see him on Sunday.
Right.
Who's that guy?
Micah Parsons.
Oh, Micah Parsons. I mean, come on, that's an outside linebacker. That's a different deal. You know what I mean? That's just special all the way around.
I know. I was just trying to troll you.
No, I got you. I mean, look, he's a mobile DJ party. You can set him up anywhere and have a block party. But I mean, just
mobile DJ
strength-wise, what he can do. Talking about Aaron is unbelievable. And then you realize he's not the biggest guy in the world, but when you see the guy work out, when you see him go against other guys that are at least 50, 60 pounds heavier, and he's still moving them or damn near throwing them, it still makes you go, wow.
Wow. You call it, man.
Does Matt Stafford
DJ.
not like Allen Robinson? Like, why is he not throwing to him?
Man, great question. We usually do the coaches show on Mondays after Sunday's games. On short weeks, we have the GM. So Les Snead made a great point, and it's basic football. You know, Allen Robinson is a deep threat. He's a one-on-one problem for any cornerback outside the numbers, and you need to drop back to 7 to get him the football. To make him effective. Well, if you can't protect that long, then you may as well not have him on the field. But I think that's the issue. And Matthew Stafford gave him some chances. There were some slants he missed versus Arizona that it should have been walk-in touchdowns, or the game last week where you have to have a first down. Stafford laid one in, and he came up just a yard short. You've got to find a way to get that first down. So if there's blame to be had, it's blame all around. It's not one guy not looking for the other. He has. You've got to take advantage of your opportunities when they come to you.
No doubt.
Is there a better receiver in the league than Cooper Kupp?
Man,
not many. I still got, look, who's the best wide receiver in the league right now? I still got Tyreek Hill up there, bro. Cooper Kupp doing his thing. But at this point, you know it's a situation there. My guy, Tavis says AB versus Allen Robinson. Yeah, I would do that, and then I would slide Cooper Kupp. Of course, I'll have Trayvon Diggs over Cooper Kupp. Here's the thing. They motion and move Cooper Kupp all over the field. You know, they even put him in the backfield, you know. So it's going to be a chess match right there, and we got to be mindful that Cooper Kupp, he's just going to get his. Devontae Adams is one. Like, if I had a list right now, I would go with Hill, Kupp, Adams. Yeah, I go with that. A lot of people sleeping on my guy when he get off of those PEDs, DeAndre Hopkins. You know, D-Hop just sitting there like, all right, y'all forgot about me? Wait till I clean up, man. Wait till I stop taking these PEDs, baby. Let's not sleep on him. A.J. Brown, I feel you, David. It's some receivers out there, though. You know, Debo is pretty good for what he do. He's just like a running back playing receiver, though. Debo is just different. And there's some receivers out there, but Kupp is way up there, though. If you really want to fight with it, you can say Tyreek Hill, 1A, Kupp, 1B, or 1, however you call that, 1A, 1B, you know. Just depending on the type of situations you go out with. Jefferson, this is from Fallen Soldier. I got mad at Jefferson. I don't know who like I want to know from now. David Gonzalez says Noah Brown. All right, here's what I really want to know. Because Slay put the claps on Jefferson so bad in that game. Was that more of Slay, Darius Slay, or was that more of Kirk Cousins? Because I need to know. I just need to know, you know. Because if Jefferson is what we thought he is, he shouldn't have looked like that, though, you know. Oh, I forgot. Oh, my dog, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Stephon Diggs, he belongs in that category. Yeah, Stephon Diggs, he's a monster, too. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know the argument on that one. Yeah, I always love these type of debates, though. CD VIP, let's go, Cowboys. What I need from my guy CD Lamb is just for him quietly continue to do things like he did, and at the end of the year, we're gonna be like, man, look where CD is at, because they got him ranked in those top rankings like 15, 16. And Shay Sharp, he done already buried my dude. But we'll find out, man. CD turning up, though. Yeah. Amari Cooper. Yeah, he's up there, too. Listen.
That's a great question. You know, I'm sure there are some faster guys, and in the traditional sense of outside the numbers, Randy Moss, let me go up and catch it, there might be some better athletic guys. But
Kupp
as far as an all-around, you can
Kupp.
hand it to him. He's a factor in the run game because he blocks.
He blocked.
He's letter perfect in route running. No. For what Cooper Kupp does, I don't think there's anyone better in the National Football League. The problem is, I said this to Les Snead, the GM, just this Tuesday. Great. Cooper Kupp had 14 catches. Wait a minute. Cooper Kupp had 14 catches. Where's everyone else?
Yeah.
So at some point, you're going to wear this kid out. So you've got to support him so he can continue to do these things on into December.
Yeah, the thing is with Kupp, it's like he's like Dez Bryant, like when he was in his prime or what have you. Like, do you press him or do you play off, you know? And he can run that bang 8 like no other, right? And if you play too close up on him, he'll body you, right? And he's Dez, literally, he's Dez Bryant, right? Hear me out. Put the butter knife down. But with routes, right? And this dude got all of the routes in the tree. And I'm not dogging my dog Dez, right? Shout out to him and D-Rob to work on those things on the latter part of his career. But Cooper Kupp got that. He can high point the ball. He got the, all right, he going to be he can be a little slow. Nah, he goes to like that quick acceleration. He can take the top off the defense if warranted, right? If you fool around and play this man on a crazy matchup, when they slide him inside and you got that linebacker on him, you better be saying, roll, cover, roll. You know, you better be having whatever indicator you got to have that safety to roll and help him out over the top. So Cooper Kupp is that dude, right? What's his weakness? You know, what's his weakness? Law, you said Dez, though. Laugh out loud. He is. He can body. He's physical. Like, think about it. Dez in his prime. How you going to play him? You going to play it off? You going to try to jam him at the LOS? No. So, and he got spayed. So, that's just crazy. Like, that little time that the Jackrabbit, that was all hype. Dez would have demolished the Jackrabbit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the dude name. And he did it the next year. But that was just media hype. Dez demolished Josh Norman. You know, whatever his name is, Normal, whatever his name is. And he can block. Yeah, Cooper Kupp, and he can block. Let's get it.
You be Dan Quinn. You're a defensive guy. Is it the old Luka Doncic MJ strategy of let him get his and limit everyone else, or are we going to Belichick him with 2 or 3 people and take him out?
You know, right now, I mean, if I was playing the other side and looking at what D'Amico Ryans just did is you just call your stuff. I think your game plan is to get after the quarterback. If he can get it off to Cooper Kupp, then so be it. Run him down, make a tackle. If not, there's a good chance you're going to get there and disrupt. And once you start tagging quarterbacks, eventually, and Matthew Stafford's no different from any other quarterbacks,
there you go.
Once he starts getting hit, he may start to release a little bit early, and then you're subject for a pick six or an interception or a turnover. So I would say play your stuff if you're Dan Quinn. And I remember –
give us all of the secrets, man. This beat reporter for the Rams, he give us everything you know. That would probably be the best thing. I wouldn't game plan around the wide receiver. No, they got a gimpy offensive line. Just try to smash that quarterback. But first, you got to be physical enough to stop the run. Make it such that the quarterback got to throw. Let me pull up his last week's stats, man, and y'all bear with me. Let's go week 4. We got to go find the Rams, 49ers. We go to box score. 32. He threw the ball 48 times. That's the recipe. I want Stafford to throw the ball 48, maybe 50 times. The law of average will be on our side. And the diminishing rates of return. He's going to get his. Look, Cooper Kupp, he had 19 targets, right? That boy 14 receptions. 100, I'm going to say it like my grandfather used to say, may he rest in peace. 122 yards, May he rest in peace. All right, so Cooper Kupp, he's going to get his. Higbee, this safety valve, the best friend to all quarterbacks. Higbee, he got his 10 receptions to 73 yards. If those two get that same productivity, let them have it. I wouldn't game plan to stop, hey, man, we're going to cover this game, we're going to stop Kupp. No, I'm game planning. This is my game plan, ladies and gentlemen. I want to stop Henderson and Cam Akers. Cam. I want to stop Cam. And shout out to Mississippi. That's a Mississippi boy. When I saw him at Jackson Prep, I said, man, this dude is just phenomenal. Cam Akers, man, from my home state. He's just remarkable. But this will be the caveat. I would stop the run, force this dude to pass. He's gonna make some good throws, y'all. But you gotta rattle him. You gotta hit him. That's the game plan, and we'll dive into some more stuff in a few.
When he was here with Atlanta, he did the same thing to Sean McVay. Nothing tricky with the Falcons defense. He just made the Rams run a slalom course through his defense to make plays, and they wound up winning the football game. So, yeah, I would say just call your stuff and see what you can do.
Former NFL player, you can hear why he's an analyst. DeMarco Farr here on Sean and RJ previewing Sunday with the Cowboys and the Rams. Where are you on the Cooper Rush respect level, and how much scarier is this game today than you thought it was going to be a few weeks ago?
This might be taking it a step too far, but he does remind me, or the situation reminds me of Kurt Warner. Because when you watch Cooper Rush and Dallas on tape, it looks like he's been the starter since August. There's no fear. They run their stuff.
Right.
Everyone has a role in the offense, and he delivers the football. If you can protect him, you've got problems. If you get Zeke going, you've got some serious issues. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a tough situation when Dak is ready to go. Because, I hope that the Rams win this week, but there's a good chance that this guy might be undefeated by the time Dak is ready.
Would you think twice if you were Mike McCarthy?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
While I get the bots out, man. Hold on, y'all bear with me, man. I got to get the bots away. But, man, he said Kurt Warner. He said the situation reminded him of Kurt Warner. Now, he's been a beat reporter for the St. Louis and the L.A. Rams, or wherever the Rams been at. He's been there, and his name is DeMarco Farr, and that's his thoughts on it. I want to know your thoughts on it, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening. Do he remind you of the Kurt Warner? Because I did a video after his first win this season, and I said on the high end, he can be Kurt Warner. On the low end, way down here somewhere, he can be Matt Flynn. Cooper, Kurt, Rush. Okay. I need to get a poll going. It's Zeke time, bro. I feel you, fam. He's better than Dak. This is from Brian. Okay. All right. And what I did is he was on the Rams team. Yeah, DeMarco Farr. This is William Burney. Appreciate you. Bro, he played in the NFL. Yeah, so, he's validated. My guy Jay Lombardi said, man, y'all stop the cap over there, man. Y'all stop it, man. Y'all stop it. I can't do it. I can't take this no more. Man, he ain't no Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner, man, bounced from team to team. Well, bounced from team Green Bay Packers to stocking up grocery stores and playing in another league somewhere, to winning a Super Bowl. And it is what it is at this point when you try to look for something that's tangible that you can relate to, right? And normally, if it's something like that, if the dude stay winning, on the high end, he can be Kurt Warner. On the low end, he could be Mark Bolger. Remember him? He the guy that replaced Kurt Warner because they thought that they had hit again on Kurt Warner, But Mark Bolger, something happened to him. They said, yeah, something happened to that dude. But y'all let me know what happened to his career. I do know that backup quarterbacks, when they're winning, it seems as if though everything is right, everything is wonderful, and then when they get their money or when they go to another team, things sometimes can fall on his face. But with that being said, somebody got Jay Lombardi was like,
Stop the cap.
Rush is like Jimmy G. This is from Teddy. I had a conversation with my brother about that. I said that if you look back at the box score and you look at what Jimmy G did, I want Kurt Warner. I want Kurt Rush to do this then. 16 for 27. I think that Cooper can give you more completions than 16 out of 27 attempts for 239 yards. Hold on to the ball. You see this category right here? 0 INTs and 0 sacks. QBR was trash. Passer rating was good. But 8.9 yards per throw down the field is not bad, or average throw. And this is a good game plan. And, of course, they didn't get over 30 attempts of rushing. The LA Rams don't allow a lot of rushing yards on them, but you got to at least do the attempts. Let's listen to more of these guys and we'll finish this up. Appreciate everybody for tuning in.
I mean, if you have a quarterback that's winning for you, I don't care who's on the bench.
But doesn't it matter how he's winning, DeMarco? I mean, Dak led an offense that was scoring the most in the league last year. The defense is kind of carrying them still.
Oh, no doubt. Same with Garoppolo in San Francisco. But the one thing I learned from the movie Major League is you don't mess with a win streak.
I learned a lot of things from Major League. I don't know if I learned that one.
What is the crowd disparity going to to be Sunday?
Wow. It's always a factor here. And I've said this before. The Rams have some what do you call it? Some
Fickle.
deep. It's a deep fan base. There's a deep love of the Rams here in Los Angeles. But in Los Angeles, there are a lot of people out there that are in business. So if they can sell that ticket for more than they bought the season tickets, they will do it. So you just have to understand what's coming. San Francisco travels well. Buffalo travels well. Dallas definitely travels well. So you'd be fooling yourself if you didn't think there's not going to be a lot of Cowboys fans in SoFi this weekend.
Does it go Rams, Raiders, Chargers? Is that sort of the
Lakers?
No. I'm talking about just for football teams.
Oh, football-wise?
Yeah.
Right now, Rams, Raiders, Chargers, because the Rams just won the Super Bowl. Any average year, you'd say the Raiders would creep right back up there. Some of these people are just not going to let go of their silver and black, and I get that. I grew up a Raider fan, so they're just not going to let it go. But as long as the Rams keep winning and keep giving them reasons to cheer on their own LA football team, then you'll start to grow that fan base a little bit more.
No doubt. All right, so that was the end of that interview, and to check them out, I will post the link right here. Please give them a like, a follow, a share, and that way, we can keep this pipeline going. And that's Sean and RJ. Appreciate them, and be sure to check out their YouTube pages. But that link is to the website there, odyssey.com. So check them out. Wonderful guys, great platform. And great insights. The YouTube page is growing too, so check them out on the YouTube page. I don't know if they're on Facebook or not, but so far the information that they provide is stellar, right? Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. So what we got here is the Cowboys injury report. We get right into this. Donovan Wilson, they just trying to rally him back a little bit. Jake Ferguson, he was on the report. I think that he will be able to play this weekend. Jordan Lewis, they're trying to speed him back. But I know a third of the Cowboy Nation, you guys are looking at this, and we like Dayron Bland at this point. McQuaid, he's gone for the season. He's the long snapper. So I think by tomorrow we would know. But I think it's Matt Overton who will be the long snapper for us. No one want a long snapper until you need him. And then, of course, Rain Dakota Prescott, he's out. But in practice today, they got him doing some routine recovery rehab stuff. and he's out. I think that the Cowboys are leaning to the game after the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't think that Dak Prescott would throw it in Philly. And if you want him to return, if I'm a betting man, you would want him to return for a home game. Something about a player returning from an injury. You want that to be closer to home versus on the road. That's a crazy psyche there. The Rams injury report, from what I was able to dig up, Coleman, he's the center. They're working on their third center, by the way. He's questionable. Jordan Fuller, he's out. The other center is out. He's questionable. They listed him as that. David Long, he's questionable. And Tyler Rapp, he's a guy that may be in the middle. Taylor Rapp. I said Tyler Taylor. Taylor, I liked him coming out of college, and he's been a gritty safety for them. Not the fastest foot speed, but you can manipulate him with the double move if you have time enough to do that. But from what we seen from the Rams, you will have time to do such. The team, before I go into the team, let's look at this right here, Cowboy Nation. The predictor meter, you know what I'm saying? We are the underdogs. I love being the underdogs. If you are an underdog, let me know, baby. Let me know if you are an underdog. If you love being the underdog, there's a 74.1% chance that the Rams will win. They only giving us a nickel, right? A quarter, 25.7 chance. And I love it, baby, because every time I pull this chart up, and we are looking like we're looking right now, it end up being the winning side of the situation. And I love it outside of week 1. So let's go with this. UD. Yeah, put UD in the chat if you're an underdog, right? And if you're feeling really froggy about it, let me pull this up right quick. If you're feeling really froggy about it, and you saying, hey man, I ain't gonna jump around with this and that. Well, I got something else for you. Let me post it in the chat right quick. We got underdogs that will receive, and we will match up to $100 just for you, and just use promo code LAW. Yes, you day. So with that being said, Cowboy Nation, let's pull this up. The last games, because the last games sometimes tell you where you were at, right? So let's look at the last games of the last 4 actually, games of the Rams. They lost to Buffalo, right? That was the season opener. They put up 10 points. Von Miller just wrecked shop over there, right? And I like what I got a chance to see out of the defensive front versus the Rams. And I said, all right, they didn't look that dominant. And then they went on a 2-game win spree. They scored 31 points against the Atlanta Falcons, and here we go. We thought that the Rams shook off that Super Bowl victory that they had, right? And then they played against the Arizona Cards. They drew up some good stuff. They won that game. And then when they played against the 49ers, they lost badly. 24-9. It was a dominant game. You will have to see that game to understand it. And they couldn't move the ball. It was pressure in the face, getting slapped around. It was, I'm moving you out the way to get to the quarterback. The quarterback was sacked 7 times. He had a fumble. He had a pick 6. So those things right there, my brother was talking all good stuff about his defense and what they did, and I was just licking my chops over here thinking and salivating over here of I can't wait to feast off of those boys. Their tackle leader right now is Bobby Wags. He's the guy that's the enforcer on their team. But let's pay attention to our team. Let's go to the Cowboys' last 5 games. We can scratch out the Seattle Seahawks game. That was a preseason game. But we see a lot of W's up there. The Tampa Bay, 19-3. That was a terrible game. We looked terrible in that game. and got our starting quarterback knocked out of that game. And they inserted Cooper Rush. Mike McCarthy had to come to Jesus meeting with the offensive coordinator, said he got to draw up and call better plays. They rallied. We also lost a offensive lineman in that particular game, and we just kind of built the plane while it was in the air, right? Michael Gallup was in there, a whole bunch of stuff. Anything negative you can think of happened. And the Cowboys figured out ways to continue to elevate. You got to, looking at what we did in these last few weeks, you got to, at this point, give a round of applause to the front office. You got to. You see those green W's up there? That would have been every excuse to be L's, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. Every excuse to be L's. Especially when we looked at things in the past, when our starters go down, we end up losing left and right. You guys remember that type of stuff? Like, as soon as our starters go down, the whole everything sink to the bottom. But cream rises to the top, and the Cowboys been figuring things out, Cowboys Nation. We got Sadiq. We appreciate you so much. Chat room, you should be ashamed of yourself. 268 people in here, and only 88 likes. Come on, man. What y'all doing with yourself, man?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Come on, y'all. All right, man, y'all hit that like button, share this thing, and especially if you're on the Facebook side of things, let me know if you shared. Put in the chat, shared if you're on Facebook. Here's the thing, too. The opposition never scored over 20 points. That is remarkable, Cowboy Nation. That's remarkable. If we can hold teams under 20 points. Matter of fact, I'm looking at this again. Outside of Tampa Bay game, let's start holding teams under 19. How about that? Let's do that. Let's hold teams. Let's have a new standard. Let's hold teams under 19, baby. Let's get it. All right, so here's this right here. Here's the team one-on-ones right here. Their star player, Matthew Stafford. He have 1,000 yards already, 4 touchdowns, 6 INTs. Cooper Rush, or you want to call him Cooper Kurt Warner Rush, 737 yards, 4 touchdowns, no INTs in that category. All right, and it appears that Matthew Stafford, who led the league in INTs last year, he was tied for the league leader, Trevor Lawrence. He was, the other guy that had the same amount. It looks like he's on pace to do the same. All right, and we got our guys over here. Ezekiel Elliott, 50 carries, 237 yards, 1 touchdown. And Henderson, he Memphis, right? He Memphis guy, right? 34 carries, 138 yards, and 1 touchdown. The receivers, CeeDee Lamb. He is up there with 2 touchdowns, 288 yards, 23 receptions. Kupp, and let me double that for you. Double up, huh? 42 receptions, 492 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's Cooper Kupp. Matter of fact, James Washington, highest reception in a season, and he's on his team, is 44. Kupp is about to hit that this weekend. That let you know how much this dude, the volume that Kupp get, right? And, of course, there was news out there this week that James Washington is back at practice. Now, here's another thing that I like to bring up before we open up the phone lines. The team stat, where you can see it, how much we average points per game, how much they average, match up side by side. 17-17 points allowed. We only allowing 15.5. They allowing 23. If we crisscross those numbers, right, we get to 23, the score could literally be 24-14, give or take. I would live on that. You know what I'm saying? if the numbers in the universe collide, the Cowboys can be victorious. 24 to the Rams, 14 or 13. Yeah, 24-13. So the prediction time, people. Put down 24-13. That's the magical number, baby. All right, so total yards allowed, 321, 322. So we neck to neck with that. Yards passing, they are a little bit more, 217, 217. They're them 253. Yards rushing, we rush more, 104. They only got 68. That's good news to our ears right there. Wilson, 24-13. Passing yards allowed, and then these are all allowed. We got to figure out a way. I get it. We're going to allow 194. That's not bad. I'm not mad at that. But I want to get that rushing yards allowed down. You see, they only allowed 92 yards rushing. That's where I want to be at. I want to go on a spree, whereas we stop allowing over 100 yards rushing. That's where I want to get to. That's where I want to get to, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening. And that's the stat sheet for the matchup. Let's get this phone line open. Bend but don't break. Trip Aces, yes. Come on. The hotline for your mind is in the. Somebody put it in the chat. 657-390-7391. Let's get these sacks, baby. Let's get it going, baby. Come on. We got to get this party.
Participants.
Let's go.
Please announce yourself. All participants.
Let's go. Come on. I got Coach Ma, Brandon, Ross. Yay. Come on. Let the room fill up. We're going to let them in. Coach Marv, we're going to be the first one. Hold on, bear with me. Get ready, Coach. You're live.
What's going on, Law?
Nothing to it, Chief. Talk to me, man. As he gets out of his executive suite, let's go, Cowboy Nation. Coach Marv got the keys to the victory. How to win. That's what I want to know. Reserve your spots. Come on. Just fuss at me when you're ready. Coach, you ready? Yo.
I'm ready, Law.
Yeah.
Man, I think we're going. It's a couple things. You're doing the stats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It really doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
To this game. Mm-hmm. The reason why, I'm not saying it doesn't mean in stuff in other games.
Right.
Right. This game is going to come about attitude.
Attitude, and the other word, I already know what you're finna say.
Yeah, and it's got to be a physical, nasty attitude, because that's why San Francisco has this team number. And I think we get, think that, the Rams really did something to San Francisco in the playoff game, but that was still a dogfight. And they came right back again with the same attitude of saying, we're just going to play harder and out physical you all over the field.
Yep.
And this is where I think it comes with this game. We got to out hit them, out hustle them,
right,
all over the field. That means from special teams, from defensive back, receivers blocking, defensive backs getting off blocks.
Yep.
Linebackers. It's almost like what I always say when you go on the road. And when you go on the road against a good team or any team, you gotta do these things. You have to have a commitment, and a commitment to run the ball, because you got to have time of possession on the road.
You do.
Okay?
Yeah.
Number 2, your special teams must play lights out, not hurt you at all. If they can make plays, they need to do it. You must have it. You must be the more physical football team when you go on the road. And you cannot turn the ball over. If you do those things, you in every game where you can almost have a chance to win on the road. You get rid of the advantage of the home team. And I always just used to tell my guys, when you go on the road, you got the gangster, you'll win.
Mm-hmm.
You got the gangster, you'll win. You
got
to go in there because you're going in hostile territory. You're going in hostile territory, so you're going to be a band of 55, 45 going into a hostile territory, and you got to go in there like Rough Riders, gangsters, get you a victory, get whatever you can do, get it out, and then roll out of town in the next hour or two.
Mm-hmm.
And say, we out of town, we're going back home. So we have to take that mentality of being that we're going to be Cowboys going in there. We're going to rob the bank, and then we're going to get out of town right quick.
Yeah.
We're going to do any means necessary, but we're going to have to come in and be physical because, remember, this team is coming off a loss. They're coming off a loss in 2 out of their last 3.
Right.
They got people that's discrediting them. They are Super Bowl champions, so they have a Super Bowl mentality. So they're going to come out with their best game, and plus they're playing the Cowboys. So this is a test of our young team to show that if they can have the level of intensity that they need to get better. And like you said, Law, this is building blocks.
It is.
And now you're getting our first test of a very intense football game.
And this is what I want too, Coach Marv. I don't want, because you said the media will protect them, right? I don't want. I definitely don't want them to take it like, oh, they on a skid, they haven't figured things out, blah blah blah. Offensive line, no, they just won the Super Bowl. We going in there with our backup quarterback, and we going in there with some backup offensive linemen that we had to put in. Well, now Peters, he's no longer. If he's starting, then that would be a whole nother situation. But we went in a majority of our games limping, and we were still held to a higher standard than the team that just won the Super Bowl. So if we go out there to L.A. and beat them, I don't want to hear one media person talking about, hey, man, Ramsey really was hurt. That's bullshit, right? We need to match the physicality, punch them in the mouths, continue to rip havoc over there, and let them know that we are the Dallas Cowboys. And that, my friend, has got to be with the physicality that we got to bring to the table, right?
Yeah, and that's right, because if you look at the Rams, if you look at the last game, San Francisco beat them, but they didn't really beat them bad. They only scored 16 points with their offense. So it really, the turnovers, but if you watch the game, every play, there was guys on the ground for the Rams.
Right.
In every type of play. San Francisco came out and they said, we are going to get into you. And it's almost like a basketball team. We're getting into you, and we're going to see if you're going to blink or not. And if we can do that, because there's going to be a fired-up football team that we're playing. And that's where I said, and it's all about attitude here.
Yep.
Again, Law, I said this is important because this is the first real, and I'm not saying it's a real test because the team is playing well. This is a first real test of a team that is experienced, that we're going against this experienced team that has winning success.
Yep.
Even though we played Tampa Bay at the beginning, but that would call it almost a preseason game because we don't know. We're starting to develop an identity.
Yeah.
Now we are into the season where the games start to get more important because the standings are starting to get a little put in place.
Yeah.
So this is a game where we're going to have to find out, do we really have the mentality to that grit?
Yeah.
Get in and really battle and win a football game on the road or play well. That's why I say this. And let me end with this, Law, when I was talking about protecting. See, I put that super chat in there. Said,
appreciate you.
See, I'm crediting their media. I'm giving them credit. See, this is where there was no talk about we got to get better play from Matthew Stafford because he got a $40 million extension. Yeah. There was no question about, well, we don't know if we need to pay. Jalen Ramsey is coming up on a contract year. We don't know if we want to pay him another contract if he's falling off.
Right.
Aaron Donald needs some help, but he could do a little bit better on the defensive line and not do. See, they don't destroy their
own.
superstars.
Yeah.
Because that's right. You don't eat your own. Now you may eat your own if it's going to a point where it is, but you don't eat your own every time you have any type of bump in the road. It could be half a bump in the road, and we'll be eating. We'll have a whole show.
No doubt,
Our own
Coach.
media that in the building will have a whole show about who we need to knock off the boat.
No doubt. No doubt, Coach. I
So that's what I'm
appreciate
saying
you for
about
that.
protecting-
I appreciate you for that insight.
We're protecting our guys, and it's not being blind to the point, but you can say things without this discussion about how we need to get rid of them, or how bad they are, or who's going to be the next guy going. But
No
this
doubt.
is a good test for our team, a good test for our young team, and our team should be a little angry on the offensive line.
No
Because
doubt.
we didn't have any creativity, but they didn't win the battles. And I think that's what we need to challenge guys like Zach Martin and Tyler Smith to have better games this week, because we need to win the battle, and it's the best thing. We're facing the team that's going to be a little angry, and that's what we got to do, is match their intensity. We match their intensity, we win the game. But remember the word is gangster your victory.
No
This
doubt,
is how you
Coach.
go into the road.
No doubt. I appreciate you so much, Coach Maul. Thank you.
All right, hello.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, so that's a good call from Coach Maul, man. Match the intensity and don't eat your own. And we got to punch them. This got to be a game that we can't fold up like a wallet or a lawn chair, especially on the defensive side, man. We seen what the 49ers just did, right? And not saying that you can't replicate that. Yeah, you can replicate that. You've seen the weakness. Now, L.A. going to be in L.A. We played there before. They didn't blow us out the last time we played them. When was the last time, right? It was that call that we didn't get on Jalen Ramsey, right? Now we getting that call. So we got to get out there and make something happen. Those are good things, those good points that Coach Marr brought up, ladies and gentlemen. And think about it. The media, the schedule that they wanted us to fail, right? They put Tampa Bay out there week 1, right? A playoff team, a team a year removed from being in the Super Bowl. They put the team that lost in the Super Bowl week 2. Then they say we're going to tie in a divisional game, a Giants and a Washington. And then we're going to lay it up with the Rams. So after the Rams, we'll hear the firing siren that the Cowboys are in shambles. I mean, no other team get these type of scheduling, right? And I'm not saying that we should have overlooked the Giants and the Washington team, but they try to set us up. They did. They try to set us up to fail. But look where we at now. We're 3-1, with the possibilities and the chance to be 4-1. If we come out here and let them hang, baby, they ain't nobody can hush us up. We gonna be loud. We gonna be letting everybody know. Yeah, we passed that little punk test you put out there for us. Come on. I got my dog, man, from the 815. Brandon, you're live.
What's up, Law?
Nothing to it, Chief. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, I just want to tell Cowboy Nation, do not let these people pump fake you and try to disrespect this Dallas Cowboy team.
Yeah.
This was going to be the narrative. If we beat them, we beat a bad team. If they beat us, the Rams have righted the ship. They might be Super Bowl bound. Let's
True.
beat them. If we beat them, we beat a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Rush is going to be playing against the defense, not against that average offense that they got.
Right.
They got Aaron Donald in the middle. They got number 91, who's a poor man's Dominican suit. Gaines. He's a really good interior player.
Speak on
Of
it.
course, they got of course, they got Jalen Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
And they got another D in Leonard Floyd. They
Right.
got really good players on defense. Don't be confused. Don't let them hit you with any lies. That
Right.
defense is pretty good.
Right.
We're gonna need to stick with the run game. But I believe we're gonna have to take some shots. Jalen Ramsey, he like Diggs in a sense. Sometimes he likes to jump routes. He's a physical player, but he'll jump some routes too. He can get caught slipping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying test him, but don't let him know that it's a football game.
Right.
The
Right.
other corner, he's physical, but I don't know yet. I'm not sure about him. He's decent, but I want us to do some crossing routes, do the stuff that Cooper Rush is really good at. Please, let's not throw them backside like short routes, because he be close sometimes. He be close to getting away.
Play to his strength. Yeah, play to his strength. And when he win, like when he win or when we win, don't try to water. I don't want to hear nobody watering it down. That's what they normally do. They put water all over it. Hey, man, and you saw him try to do it a little bit, talking about that Raheem need to figure out ways to fabricate ways to create pressure because Aaron Donald can't do it by himself. And then you just named some guys on that team.
Look, it's coming.
It's coming.
When we win, they're gonna say we beat a bad team. So just know that that's coming. Look, on offense, I just want us to make sure we keep it balanced. On defense, I want us to please be physical. This is not the game to be trying to be like, oh, I want to make the big play. Like I think Matt Stafford will give you a chance. But this not the game to where you're like, okay, they only got Cooper Kupp, so we finna try some stuff. Let's play our game.
Yeah.
Let's be physical and play our game. I think this also is the game that we're gonna see Michael Parsons like rush from the linebacker position a lot more.
Yeah.
Because if you've seen what Nick Bosa was doing, but you said this earlier in the week, they basically running our game plan.
There you go.
Let's stick to the game plan. I think this will be a tough game. Let's not be confused. But I think
you gonna wait till tomorrow? Oh, you doing it now? What you say gonna be?
28-14. I'm not gonna play around.
Okay, 28-14.
28.
Ooh, hey, it can flat out happen. And hey, I want people to know this is not us hype talking though. This is us telling y'all what we feel. Like you've been on the money ever since week 1 with everything. So keep it up, man. Appreciate you, fam.
Man, I love the show, man. I'm a listener, man. Well, thank you, Law Nation. How about them Cowboys?
Yes, it did. How about them, baby? That's my dog, man, Brandon. Let's go from my other dog over here, D from D.C. from the 301. You the one.
What's up, Law?
What's good? What's good, homie?
Good. I want to tell you like this here.
Hold, before you go into your wonderful soliloquy, can you turn me down in the background so we won't have that echo?
Yeah, I just did it.
Let's go, D.
I bet the Cowboys on the money line to win straight out. I bet $200 on the Cowboys. We're going to win this game 27-14. And the Cowboys going to make me rich. What we got to do is like Drew Johnson said. When you see a big gorilla, we got to hit him in the mouth. Let me say this again, Law. I bet the Cowboys on the money line. Because we the underdogs, like you said. So, we can find first underdog, right?
Yep.
So, I bet the Cowboys on the money line to win straight out. I will get a total of 584 when the Cowboys win. So we're going to do it, and we're going to hit them in the mouth. I got a question for you, Law.
Talk to me, D.
Do you think we should do some routes to get the receivers open, or do you think we should just throw the ball deep? I think we should throw the ball deep because Cooper Rush throws a good deep ball.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Gallup could beat Jalen Ramsey. I think we should just throw it deep and do some right routes so we can get the receivers open off of man-to-man coverage. But we got to do the play action as well. What you think about that?
I think the play action will open that up. Now, as far as rub routes, sometimes it depending on the aficionados, man, you know how that go. But I truly believe the deep ball will be there if we doing our thing. Now, the Rams defense is a little bit better than the Washington team, especially against the run. They're a little bit better. They don't allow as much yards against the run. And the Washington team proud themselves on shutting us down. They got bigger bodies inside. But the Rams do rally and chase. But the Rams do this other thing, whereas they will present the I'm going to drop everybody off ball, and they will allow on their front to chase, hit, to get upfield, to stop the run. But we got to be stubborn enough to continue to do it, to open up the play action so that you can get the one-on-one look on Gallup versus Ramsey. And I'm thinking that Gallup will get his revenge against Ramsey, and he will eat. I appreciate you, D from D.C.
Also, they play a lot of off coverage.
Yeah, they do play a lot of off coverage. But they try to invite you to run, and the guys rally and chase. Raheem, he loves that. He's a brilliant DC. But we're going to figure it out, man. Let me hear you say it before I let you roll, fam.
How about the Cowboys? We going to win 27-14.
27-14, you got $200 on it, baby. Hey, man, when you win that, man, just let me get a piece of it, man. Appreciate you, bro. Let's go, man. That's D from D.C., baby. He finna be rich. I'm talking about the man is rich. He got his own money. He gonna be that type of rich. Come on. Let me pull up the what do you call it? The spread thing from ESPN, and if you do that betting thing, let me spread this out. All right. Y'all see it right here. Minus 5 and 5. Yeah, 5.5. So that's the spread. I think that the Cowboys, the money line, you look at the money line. So, man, the man got his own money, man. D, he's rich, man. D finna be rich over here, man. I got my guy, man, Darius, man, from the 214, man. You live.
Yo,
Darius. I'm about to say Darius Slay, man. What's good, man? What's good with you, man? What's good with you?
Now you know I'm very competitive. You can't put no challenge out to me, and don't think I'm finna get back. I'm finna get back with you.
Oh, what you got now for you did your homework on something, huh?
You better believe it, buddy. You better believe it, man.
No.
What's good, man? What you got, man? What you got?
So number one, I'm slick mad you made me do that because now I kind of feel like our offense is a little predictable. So the thing that I pull from my observation is a lot of times Cooper Rush. So I got two possibles on the question that you asked me. You asked me, when do Cooper Rush ever throw on too high safeties?
Too high.
Okay.
So
the two possibles that I got was one on the Giants where he threw to Noah Brown, and there was another one where he threw it to CD.
Right.
I could pull that play up too, but it was more so like
play action. It was out of play action where it was of a 7-step drop.
It's always out of play action. Like, and that's one of the things that kind of made me fearful is whenever Cooper Rush see that one high safety and it's a play action, he always gonna throw it deep. And I feel like
I love that aspect because what it does, if he's gonna do that, and that freezes the underneath routes, right? It freezes the underneath. They got to respect it if you continue to run it. But if you only ran like 4 or 5 plays, if like let's say at the end of the game you only had 7 rushing, like play action is just me peeing in the ocean trying to turn it yellow. You know, it ain't gonna do anything. But keep going.
And so a lot of times that's what we'll do. And he'll as soon as he see that single high safety and it's a play action, he gonna throw it deep damn near every single time. And I feel like that's kind of dangerous because what the Rams can do is that they can kind of disguise their coverage. They can act like they finna put a safety in a box, and then as soon as he hiked the ball, he'll shoot out there to either Noah Brown or to CeeDee Lamb. But to answer your question, he really didn't throw it a whole lot deep on 2 high safeties, and that's probably a little bit more smarter because like the underneath was always open. You know what I'm saying? So that's the answer to your question. And again, I will pull out the definition to constructive criticism.
Yeah,
cool.
It
feels like it feels like that there's no middle ground when you talk about Dak. You either pro Dak or you know Dak.
Okay.
You either pro Dak or you a Dak hater.
Hater, yeah. Or the other thing, but we ain't gonna mention it because then we'll never get out of the weeds on that one. But keep going. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's like people on this channel for whatever reason they don't know how to dissect nuance. Like if you have or details. Maybe I'm using too big of words. Or details. You know what I'm saying? It's like so if you have a kid, you got a family member. So say you got a kid, your kid do everything right. He make all A's in school. You know he's a well behaved kid, but he go to school, he go to class, and he cuss his teacher out.
Yeah.
I'm not co-signing that shit.
Right.
You're not co-signing that.
Right. True.
You
true.
love your kid.
Mm-hmm.
You love your kid, but you're gonna discipline or you're gonna tell him, okay, hey man, you shouldn't have did that. That's not how we do this. You got a best friend, you got a partner. He's a great guy. He cook good. The whole 9. But when he get mad, he hit his wife in the face.
Wow.
You co-signing that?
No, you ain't co-signing that.
Exactly.
But Darius, it's a middle ground to everything, right? Even if you're doing a lot of criticism on someone, because you see the talent in them, right? It goes back to even the creator chastises the ones he loved, right? So you be wondering like, why is all of this is happening only to me? Nah, because I'm trying to extract good things out of you, and I need to give hard, stern coaching to you. And that was with Parcells to Tony Romo, right? He was saying he gave Tony Romo a whole, 10 commandment type of thing and said, okay, these are the things that you must do. And Dak, my friend, Dak, my guy, I don't think that there's a coach in this particular team or the previous team. Jason Garrett may have, but I'm not there to consistently give him hard coaching. That's my middle ground, but go ahead with yours.
And so that was my whole point because it was the last time I called, it was a whole thing. People was calling me a Dak hater. I'm like, bruh, are y'all not listening to? That's what I'm saying. Like, are y'all not listening to what I'm saying? Or maybe the words that I'm using I'm not coming across clear enough. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like I had to clarify that because it's like as soon as you say anything about that, hey, Dak, your shoes is untied. You said you don't like his feet. Oh, you said he can't run. You hate that. Well, I just said his shoes is untied, yo.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So that's just that whole situation. But the main reason I called in was to answer your question, and you was pretty much right. I feel like I could have got you, because Cooper Rush Slick did throw it a couple times, but it was mid deep. It wasn't like further than 20 yards out deep.
Yeah, 15 out. I feel what you're saying. I get the consensus of what you're saying. By him being right at his completion percentage and what he's doing for the team is good. It's remarkable. We are winning. How much? It's hard to give analysts. Well, it's hard to analyze something on the negative side when you're winning. But sometimes when you lose, you can really dive deep into it. But sometimes when you win, it's the best medicine ever, man. It's the perfect cologne to anything. And I think as long as we win it, the flaws and all, we won't have to look into that. But for right now, if it's not broke, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah. At the end of the day, if we win it, that's all that matters. I was just giving an honest critique. That was it.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in,
it's all
fam.
love, man. And my score prediction it'll be 23 Cowboys, 12 Rams.
That's right on the money line, dog. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, 23-12. And how did he come up with that number? Just like when we do, what it is. Hold on, y'all bear with me. Let me see if I can pull it up. Bam. 23-12. The Rams, on average, allows 23.5 points per game. The Cowboys, points per game is 17.8. I need my math people to help me out. If you erase the first game and compare those numbers, 25, 23, and 20, what would be that average? If you erase the first game, right? Points per game. And the Cowboys allow only 15.5 points per game. So that's right on the money, Cowboy Nation. 23-12. I would hey, that could be the score. That could be the score, or the other score, 28 to oh my God, I said 14. You know, it could be something like that. Or my guy who got his own money, D from DC, says 27-13. So it could be right around that number there, right? If you guys want to look into the future with the numbers. I got my guy, Mike, and then Montana, you next after Mike. Mike, you're live.
Oh, you're right. I forgot. It is the king.
Man, you sound like sound like the Wi-Fi monster eating you up, man. You good? Oh no, AOL got you, dog. We get with Montana, then you fix that up over there, man. From the 614, you're live.
Yo, how you feeling, brother? How the chat feeling, everybody? How y'all doing?
Man, great, man. Wonderful over here, man. You know.
All right. Yeah, man. I just want everybody to get some insight on this. You know, I'm not the one to hold back. I'm gonna just keep it all the way a bean with everybody.
Yeah, keep it 100.
And I'm just gonna say this. I know everybody keep talking about Aaron Donald and all this.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Aaron Donald is the first ballot Hall of Fame.
I ain't look before you say what you gonna say. I ain't gonna even poke the bear. I'm not finna do it, my dog. I ain't finna do it. You do it for me. You do it for me. I ain't saying I'm scared of him. I ain't finna give it to him. I ain't finna say he trash. He ain't gonna do no.
No. Aaron Donald is far from trash.
He far from trash. I ain't finna say nothing ill will of Aaron Donald. You know, I'm just gonna let you say it. I'm gonna let you say it.
I will say this: without the guy stepping up around him, he is not able to be that household name impact he has been for the past several years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a few years where that has shown up throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
Before Ndamukong Suh, before Von Miller.
Right. There was another guy that had Braun or something like that. I forgot his name. Yeah. But they always had some help with that dude.
They had Bookham. They had some guys, man.
Yeah.
But the thing is, all Dallas have to do is run the ball. We know this.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, "Oh, don't run it in between the guards." Well, from what I've been seeing all season, is teams are able to run in between the guards way more effectively than running in between the tackles, due to the fact that the linebackers have speed. Their safety have speed. They can cover ground real quick. Their corners are great tacklers. They can open field tackle real well. And
They can.
get that backfield real quick on those edge rushes. I'm not saying pound it up the middle. It's called mix it up. You use Zeke for the middle, and you use Pollard on the outside edges because he's more explosive as of down.
You know what I'll do, though? You know what I'll do? I'll toss sweep, and I'll hit it right Ramsey way.
Every time.
I don't think the Ramsey is about that life. Now, I would say that. I don't think Ramsey is. I don't think he's about that life, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I can't say that. I can't say that because I've seen Ramsey open field tackle solid before.
What did he do with Debo? He tried to tie his shoes, did he?
This year is a different year. The
His shoulder.
team is not in sync. Dallas needs to take advantage of that. They have not found their identity yet. Neither has the Cowboys on offense. But as a team, we know what Dallas' identity is. Running the ball, high possession, good special teams, solid defense.
Yeah.
For the Rams, it's different. They have no identity. They don't know if they want to pass 100 times or keep being minute at running the ball and play semi-good, solid defense. They have been getting lucky this year. They're still high on that Super Bowl, especially Stafford.
Yeah.
In his whole career, he never thought that he was going to win a Super Bowl. Ever. But this is all I got to say. Everybody just need to chill, relax. We know LVE is a weakness. We do not need to trade for Roquan. I would love to.
Shoot, man, you ain't lying.
Why waste your draft product that you've been drafting in the past couple years that is now getting healthy? Why would you waste their reps for a guy that you only gonna have for maybe a half a year?
Yeah. You talking about Roquan Smith, ladies and gentlemen. And Roquan. I feel all what you just said, fam. It made me want to cue. I just want to cue up that Roquan clip right quick now since you mentioned it. But I feel what you're saying, man. Hey, what's that score prediction? Are you gonna do it tomorrow when I go live?
So I can do it today and tomorrow. It depends on how these practices go. But
Okay.
as of today, I got the special teams winning again off of my hurt foot with him closing the game out with a late field goal like he's been doing these past 3 games.
Yeah.
I've been calling it every game. I've been seeing him get better and better and better every game.
Okay.
I do got the score being close, about 24 to about 15, 16 points.
That is very possible too. Yeah. I think we scored. Y'all keep talking about it because y'all was close last week. So yeah, appreciate you, fam. Thank you, man, for calling in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Already.
Yes, indeed, it's my guy, man. Y'all keep talking that thing and preaching that thing and spitting it out. Then the universe will probably say, you know what, that vibrational sequences, I'm gonna make those numbers shake for you. You know, good grief. My guy, Mike, you back, man. Mike.
FBI, open up!
Oh, they got you, man. You got to hang up and come back in, Mike. That Wi-Fi monster, man. All right, got my guy, Chris 214. You live from 972. You live.
What's going on, Law?
Yeah, what's good, man? Look. The last few days I've been trying to get a hold of you, man. Your name being there about 3 times, man.
Man, I don't know why. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
No, but I just wanted to make this quick point right here. So, of course, we got some people. We got James Washington. We got Tyron Smith. A-Log, man. Everybody can't be on the field. So, with those 2 spots, and we got Damone Clark. With those 3 spots, like, who do we kick off? Like, there's gonna be some upset people.
I think
like,
on the final word we said it would be Luke Gifford. He would get the axe, right? And it would got to be Luke at this point, right? To elevate Damone or James Wash, it got to be more than him.
Yeah.
Man, it got to be two guys. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Luke Gifford. That's the only person. Is Josh Ball on the 53?
Yeah, I have no clue.
Y'all gonna have to help us out, man. It had to be somebody like that, or somebody that you can sneak back on the practice squad. Somebody said it could be LVE. Well, Cowboys front office. I'm gonna let the Cowboys right now. Cowboys front office, man. I'm trying to get my guy to eat some crow, but they don't want to eat it, man. On the final word, but front office right now, they got me eating all of this crow.
Yeah, yeah. So I got one more quick point. So we're about to get Jaron Curse back. How much does that gonna take away from the hitman Donovan Wilson? Like, you think they're gonna still use him as much, or he gonna get it scaled back just a little bit?
If they are, they kind of setting the table now because he's already scaled back in practice, right? But I seen they got packages, man. Cowboys, it's a risky package because you may give up rushing yards because you eliminating space. They got packages whereas I seen Hooker, Izzy McCollum, as well as my guy Donovan Wilson out there. These 3 safety packages that they will bring out. So I think that the way Donovan Wilson is playing, ain't no way you can make the justification of putting him on the bench. So it will slide. It will slide on either you will get less reps for Easy, right? I can see a package whereas you would say, hey, Ron Curse, we're gonna put you at that spot, and we're gonna have Donovan Wilson to play Izzy. But the craziest thing of it is it's a good problem to have. But Izzy been playing. Izzy been playing good outside of Dayron Bland. And I owe you guys a film review on Izzy. So my guy Terrence says Big Dime. That's what we do instead of big nickel, big dime. Yeah, big dime for your mind. Look, and it worked. Look. The craziest package is weird still weird when I see it, fam. Is when they go the end games package. Shout out to my guy Vach, but the NASCAR package when it's weird when you see 4 edge rushers on third down. It's weird. It's weird, man. But we create pressure. I'm like that is weird. Man, as a guy that watches football, it's still weird to me to see that, and it's so confusing to see that center try to oh my gosh, and then they really finesse it when they do it, and they put the 4 edge guys down, and then they bold enough to have the linebackers to creep inside the gap, so they like the damn quarterback which way I go, it works. It brings pressure. So I love third and long, man. I love it. I love it, man. I love third. I can't wait to third down. I need to have a sign to go third down, because it's crazy.
Yeah. We got too many studs on defense, man. Well, I'm not going to say too many, but we got some studs on defense that's going to make but that's all I wanted, man.
Yeah.
I finally got in this time, so.
You at work still, dog?
I'm finna come back to work.
You been go back to work? Well, I appreciate you, fam. Thank you for calling that.
Yes, sir.
That's Chris.
No problem.
From the Chris 214, man. I need to ask him what the 214 means. But he's from the 972. Let me know, Chris, what that means in the chat. I already got my guy, man, Tyreek. You the last caller, man. What's good, man? Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, Law Nation? What's going on, Cowboys?
Nothing to it, Chief.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at it like this. They need to. How can I say this? Every Super Bowl winning team had a middle linebacker.
Right.
That was known for stopping either stuffing the run or breaking up passes, or potentially intercepting passes.
Right.
We need somebody athletic, that's hard nosed, that wants to stick their nose in the pile. Somebody that's able to coincide with a person like Michael Parsons. So when Michael Parsons comes back to linebacker,
just look on the YouTube. Look on the YouTube screen right now. Let me know what you see.
Well, I'm not even on YouTube. So I'm on the phone, so I can't.
You can't do two of them. But I put the answer to what you're looking for, man. And his name is Damone Clark. I'm just gonna keep it there for this whole conversation, so people can understand. That will be our catalyst, man. I think that will be the way where you can disguise. You don't know whether or not Parsons will be the Mike or he can be the Mike. You can bring, when you have somebody athletic like him, right? You can do more things with your defense. You can disguise more of your linebackers because now he can be your edge rusher guy. You know, he can be the guy that drop into the flats. If the speed is still there, hook to flat, he can get there. Or you can switch it around for Parsons to be the same thing. It is him. That is the answer to that defense right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, because I think somebody needs to threaten LB's job because he's not getting it done. Because Big Game James, he did a beautiful breakdown on LBE and the things that he's not doing and what he needs to be doing as a linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But because he's not hitting these creases, he's not hitting these holes that these running backs are trying to run into, and then at the same time too, he's getting pushed off his mark. I see if he was the type of person like he just stand there until everybody else his offensive lineman up until the rest of the team gets there, but he's getting blown out of the play. He's doing that stuff Jalen Smith used to do back in the day. Run down the field and make a tackle and try to swipe. They used to piss me off so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing other linebackers put their nose in. I'm not saying that LB has to do it every snap.
Right.
I would like that, but it's like when it's a key moment and you know you got to get a stop. I'm like, dude, you got to stick your nose in there. You got to quit, you know what I'm saying, coming to the party late. You know what I mean? You need to create the party. You know what I mean? They need to know that if you come this way, I'm about to smack somebody. I'm getting out of the way. I'm getting off this block, and I'm about to disrupt this play. That's what we need from LVE. You know, and I understand Damone Clark, you know what I mean? He's looking to come back. You know, his neck thing that's still up in the air to me.
It's up in the air. Yeah.
We already dealing with a person. With a bad neck that don't want to put their nose in on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't think Damone Clark would look at it like do it the way LVE do it.
Right.
It's like, dude, we got other people. You know what I'm saying? Other linebackers. Now, if Jabril Cox not able to, you know, get all the way physical because he's still thinking about his knee, understandable.
Right.
But why not try out Harper? Harper showed us.
Oh my gosh, man!
That he's willing to stick his nose in there and disrupt something. It's like, come on, man. We already see what his old partner in crime doing in Detroit. He ain't scared to go and put his nose into something.
Man, he'll put his nose in there. So he'll put his nose in there, won't even wipe it off, man. He'll just keep it there. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need, man. You right.
And he was a tackling machine, just like Clark was. You know, he was a tackling machine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. Cowboys, they need to get up off of this politics stuff and let the best players get the tick. You know what I'm saying? Okay, LVE was a first-round draft pick. He did something in the first couple seasons. But ever since them neck injuries kept coming back up, he ain't been the same player. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's not the same type of dude. So it's like we need more physicality in Dan Quinn's defense, because think about it. When Dan Quinn's teams went to the Super Bowl, he always had a middle linebacker. Yeah. That was physical. And that was ready to go stick his nose in there and make something happen. That's the type of dude we need. You know what I'm saying? That's what them dudes need. That's putting in all that work on the defensive line, these DTs. They need somebody like we gonna hold them up. You got to come in here and clean it up.
Yep.
Let's start cleaning up before we get to Donovan Wilson, before we get to the curse. So these dudes, so we can minimize them being out. Because if they keep hitting like this, they gonna end up injured. Behind doing all the dirty work, LVE ain't doing none of the dirty work. That's what I'm saying. He's supposed to be the next person. Him and Barr are supposed to be the next two people after they get past the defensive line. Him and Barr are supposed to be up there trying to hit somebody. And I can see Barr need a younger dude with some speed that can go sideline to sideline and hit. That'll make him better.
No doubt, man. You
preaching
today. I appreciate you, Tyreek, man. Thank you, fam. Thank you for calling in. And you gonna do the score prediction? Or you gonna wait till tomorrow or something, or Saturday or something like that,
I wanted the score to be this 2017 Cowboys.
2017. All right.
We're not letting the offense get over 20 points. That's the formula I want.
No doubt. Fam.
All right, let's go, Cowboys.
Let's go. Let's go. That's my guy right there. Last caller, man. So he got 20-17. And shout out to Sadiqa. She says, Law Nation. Mike McCarthy said, we are no one's underdog. Well. I feel Big Mike, but sometimes, I love that because he's speaking up for his team. Because Jason, and Jay Form, if you're watching, I'm just saying, Jason Garrett would never, you know what I'm saying? So when you hearing someone else speaking light into you, you got no other choice but to let it shine. He's speaking light into those boys. I'm glad that Mike McCarthy said, yeah, we's nobody's underdog. Even though you look at what Vegas have in the point spread and everything, those players now are going to say, man, if nobody else believed in us, he did. It goes all the way back to even the aspect of my guy Parsons after week 2. He said, man, I'm going to fight y'all if y'all didn't believe in me. We believed in ourselves. And that's leadership, baby. So I do like that aspect of that. And I do like that aspect of you. We are seeing growth. We're seeing growth with this team. Nobody believed in me. You know what I'm saying? But we did. I love it. Hold on. Let me see if I can play this right quick. Y'all bear with me.
What can you say?
Let's pull this around. I appreciate you, Sadiq. Well, yes, indeed. We need that from Coach. Let's see this again. Leadership.
What can you say about your defense? Let's start there. 2 sacks by you, shredding the double teams, 7 sacks total. What was the key to getting it done against the Bengals there?
We had to be relentless today. Knowing Dak's down, all the injuries, we really had to step as a defense. We're owning in on this year defense mentality. We got to be relentless, hard work, and a bunch of bad mother, you know what I'm saying? So that's been the mentality. Oh, man, Cooper Rush did a great job. I believe in Coop. Like I said last year, he stepped in big for us last year against Minnesota, and he did it again. It just goes to his preparation, next man mentality, and everything that he stands for, man. I'm super happy for him.
What do you say to Cowboy Nation?
Listen.
Who, after starting 0-1, losing Dak, was like, I don't know what's going to happen with the Cowboys. What do you have to say to them?
I said, if you don't believe in us, we're going to fight. That's all I believe in. We're going to fight back against the wall. Nobody believes in us, but we're going to believe in each other in this locker room. Don't give up on us yet. We got the rest of the season, baby.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. We got the rest of the season. That's a lion over here, man. So I love it, and I appreciate you. No doubt. That's the lion speaking. Appreciate you guys for this episode. The mindset of this team. Rally, hit, chase, claw, fight. Don't fold up like a wallet or a lawn chair. Let's continue to do our thing, Cowboy Nation. I love it. And I love Mike McCarthy. I think he just did a presser or something, right? So y'all tune in to that. And I'm going to get on up out of here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. There will be more stuff to jump out. So be sure to hit that like button, share this content, join the notification squad. I go live on different times. I don't have a timetable that I go live. I try to go live around a little earlier than this, but we had to do a whole bunch of things around the house, and then I had to do other things for my other capacity that I do. But y'all be sure to hit that like button.
Be sure to plug the notification bell for more
and that
content.
Too. Y'all be sure to plug that notification bell. Let me get on out of here, man. But I got to leave you guys with a word, though. With the mindset, with the reality, stay strong, stay up. I appreciate you guys so much. Notification squad, I appreciate you, Swain. Daniel Lee, appreciate you. Thank you. Jay Lombardi, thank you. Thank you. Thank those who supported. Steve on the Facebook, appreciate you for sharing. Rick, thank you. Y'all continue to share. Robert, Spencer, Coleman, Clark, Chad, all of these people. Nicole Thompson, appreciate you on the Facebook. Let's continue. I'm going to say this again until I'm Cowboys blue in the face. A prize fighter. Continue to swing even when he's down. Because he know one punch can make a difference. One hit, he can win. Success is failure turned inside out. Many people quit right before they cross the finish line. Many people give up right before they got the golden ticket. Many people got the things of life right in front of them, and they are not aware of it. I say it's hard to see the picture when you are in the frame, right? Some people can't see the forest because of the tree. Sometimes you got to reevaluate yourself. We playing against a team that just lifted that Lombardi trophy in their hands. A third of you guys, or all of you guys, right, would relish for that moment, would love that moment, would do just about anything to be where the Rams were at the end of the season. Now we got a chance to play that team. Yes, it's going to be watered down. They're going to say, hey, Aaron Donald, he's long in the tooth, like his tooth wasn't long last year. Jalen Ramsey, he had a shoulder situation. Don't you see we battered and bruised too? We left the excuse book on the shelf. We got the book of reality right now. I tell people this all the time. Write it down in your heart. If you want a thing bad enough, to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, or lose all terror of your mind for it, if you would simply go after the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset it with the help of Almighty, you will get it. We had over 400 people watching today. What if I told you, by my words, if just one person take to heart to what I just said, and I saved their life, it's more than having a video that had 5 million views. And I appreciate the caller the other day said, Law, you saved my life for your words. But those words are only the truth from experience. Cowboy Nation, let's continue to grind. This is just a football game. Pastime of what the real world is all about. But the truth is what I just said. How bad you want it, you can get it, baby. Yes, sir, King Element. Let's get on up out of here, Cowboy Nation. One love. Appreciate you guys so much. We gonna run it up a little bit, right? Come on. Everything is for a reason, baby. Everything. Let's get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll those credits. Come on. If I offended anyone, charge it to my head, not my heart. Let's continue to grind, baby. We all make mistakes or bad decisions. Come on. Shout out to you, Watkins. On the Facebook group, can you do me a favor? Can you put a blue heart in there instead of a red one? I appreciate you. I'm just messing with you. Let's go. Charge it to the game. Who will law? It's okay, Tyler. Rewind for your mind.
Still the same, not switching sides. Now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer. I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it.
Equality, not equity. That's what I'm talking about. Show you right, Law Nation. Appreciate you, Quest. Elohim. Come on. Remember this too. Those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. And I try not to change anybody's mind. Some people never get a chance to read books or be around famous movie stars and singers. But they can watch me, right? Somebody's always watching. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate everybody, man. Come on. I just want to run it up. VIP, baby. Mary, thank you for jumping in. The name is Law Nation Sports. Come on. Put the stars around me, baby. Where the flashing lights at? Come on. It's time for me to slow it down, baby. Where are my shades? Because it's bright over here, baby. Come on, baby. Let's slow it down. I hope you guys had a wonderful time with my brother last night. A few libations was good for the situation. Come on. I hope you guys recharge up. Shout out to everybody who watched that type of show, the Pick'em show, right? But now it's time to groove on out. I can't wait to see the Rams this weekend, huh? Come on. Where that panic man at? Who panicking? Yeah. Get out the way, panic man. And you. Don't let it hit you, baby. It's danger. Come on. Boom. One love, baby. I follow. As the melodies chill, be sure to hit that like, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know. I'm gonna read your comments in the chat. Cooper Rush got a full beard, no weak spots. Shout out to him, he's beard game. The full connect. Shout out to you, Holly. Shout out to you, Sadiq. TC 915, salute. Who else I left out? Appreciate you, Watkins. Thank you so much for putting those blue hearts out there. Trip Aces, salute. Swain and things, baby. Parsons, I see you. Nick Blue. Chris 214. Because of Dallas 214. I appreciate you. Louis. Sonia. Echoes on the Facebook. Come on. Family. I feel you. Robert, Faith, Family, Cowboys. Come on.
If a baby grain can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on. No days off. No days off. No days off.
Tommy Boy. Underdog life, baby. Let's get it. King Element, we out. Until next time. Salute.
Because you don't know who you're going to meet.